The untapped potential of stem cells in menstrual blood. Long overlooked, menstrual stem cells could have important medical applications, including diagnosing endometriosis. Obviously, you need a uterus for that. Sorry,
Or
rainbow
or
flag.
or a deuterus if you're a
That's
trans
right, if you're
a
going the
tr
other way.
yeah.
So so I'm just gonna skim through this, and what the scientists in Australia found was that the cells in women's menstrual blood,
Mhm,
the cells were adult stem cells,
mhm,
rare self-renewing cells, which some of which can give rise to many different types of tissue. She and other researchers had long hypothesized that the endometrium contained stem cells, given its remarkable capacity to regrow itself each month, which, if you think about it, makes sense because our uterine lining gets flushed out every month with our cycle.
okay,
So
yeah.
okay, so that kind of makes sense. Skimming through, but although scientists had isolated adult stem cells from many other regenerating tissues, including bone marrow, the heart, and muscle, quote, no one had identified adult stem cells in endometrium, says the scientist.
Mhm,
So long story short is they're doing all this work with menstrual blood, and they've been so this story, it first came out a year ago. At this point, 1 year later, they are now proving out their point that this can be, run through whatever the cycle is to regrow things, to isolate those types of cells to, I don't know, regrow heart tissue, to regrow. It can be because, stem cells are the foundation of everything that becomes everything in your body, right?
right.
Stem cells are foundational. So she says, first, they measured the cell's ability to proliferate and self renew and found that some of them could divide into about 100 cells within 1 week. They also showed that the cells could indeed differentiate into endometrial tissue and identified certain telltale proteins that are present in other types of stem cells. So
Mhm,
this our menstruation, our period blood that we flush away in a tampon every month apparently has life-saving capability, that in that it carries stem cells, the foundational cell to every part of your body, which I think is just mind-blowing, given being that I'm the only person on this show between the three of us that has carried a human inside my body.